As we all know, I've been closely following the royal family for years, but never have I witnessed a situation quite like what's unfolding right now. Our beloved King Charles, a figure who has always demonstrated incredible patience and restraint through the ongoing drama, seems to have finally reached his breaking point. And honestly, can we really blame him after everything that's transpired? The public struggles, the personal betrayals, and the relentless media circus, it's enough to make even the most patient person snap. And let's not forget the toll it has taken on the family as a whole. All the tears shed by Princess Catherine, the constant chaos stirred up by certain family members, it's been overwhelming. But let me tell you, my friends, what's happening behind the palace walls right now isn't just another family squabble. No, we're talking about some serious, potentially history-making decisions that could change the course of the monarchy forever. What truly astonishes me is the sheer audacity of it all. Here we have our working royals, William, Charles, and Camilla, out there every single day, serving the nation with grace and dignity. They're working tirelessly, making us proud with their commitment and dedication. They represent everything that the monarchy is supposed to stand for: duty, service, and responsibility. They are the backbone of the modern monarchy, the ones who continue to uphold its traditions and ensure its survival. Meanwhile, these two, Harry and Meghan, seem to think they can cling to their titles while wreaking havoc on the monarchy from across the pond. When they made their move to the US, they didn't consider that UK taxpayers would no longer foot the bill for their security. They didn't think for a second that they would be forced to take responsibility for their own safety, especially when they had been so accustomed to having the best of everything provided for them. And what did they do? They sold off the royal family's most valuable asset, their inner secrets. Prince Harry's ongoing legal battles have put him in a tough financial position, and many are questioning just how far he's willing to go to secure the support he needs. But what's really surprising is his reported plea for help from King Charles. The father, however, is reportedly not taking his calls. Royal expert Emily Andrews shared a telling detail: when courtiers bring the phone to the king, he waves them away in irritation. Can you imagine the frustration King Charles must feel? As the monarch, he is bound by duty and responsibility to the nation, yet here he is, being dragged into a personal family drama that threatens to undermine everything he's worked for. As Christmas passes, there are no signs of a festive family reunion, as the toxic rift between Harry and the royal family continues to play out in full view of the public. It's like a never-ending soap opera, one that no one seems able to stop. And now, insiders are revealing that Harry may not even receive a penny from King Charles's will. Courtiers and royal family members are reportedly urging the king to cut his youngest son out of his inheritance entirely. It's a move that would have monumental implications for the royal family, marking a dramatic break between father and son. But perhaps this is the moment that King Charles has been preparing for all along. After all, as the monarch, he must make difficult decisions, ones that go beyond personal feelings and look to the future of the monarchy itself. If Harry and Meghan continue down this path of exploitation and scandal, they could be jeopardizing the very thing they've tried to protect: their royal titles and status. Meanwhile, Meghan has made a surprise return to Instagram on January 1st, posting a beachside video and a teaser for an upcoming Netflix series. Her new account gained 1 million followers within 24 hours of its launch, and it's predicted that she could earn £80,000 per post if she manages her social media accounts effectively. Meghan's rise as the first royal super-influencer has the potential to reshape the way royals interact with the public and generate income. This could be the beginning of a new era, one where social media and the celebrity-driven world collide with the old-world traditions of the monarchy. Meghan is quickly becoming a global brand, and her influence is undeniable. But will this new fame come at the cost of her relationship with the royal family? Despite the lack of public reaction from the royal family to her upcoming cooking show, behind closed doors, there seems to be a consensus: they're not dreading the show's success. In fact, if it does well, Harry and Meghan won't need to exploit their royal connections any further. They could establish themselves as major players in the entertainment industry, and for the royal family, that might be the best outcome. After all, if Meghan and Harry can succeed on their own, it would allow them to step away from the constant drama surrounding their royal ties. It could even pave the way for a more peaceful relationship with the monarchy, one that doesn't require them to use their royal titles for personal gain. What truly breaks my heart is thinking about King Charles. Imagine being in his shoes, leading a modern monarchy, dealing with your own health challenges, and having to watch your younger son being manipulated like a puppet on strings. This was a man who once served his country with distinction, dedicating his life to the service of others. He was once the embodiment of duty, responsibility, and devotion. But now, he finds himself caught in the middle of a family feud that threatens to overshadow everything he has worked for. His youngest son, Harry, has managed to alienate himself from the family through a series of public betrayals. And let's not forget Meghan's role in all of this. She's not just an innocent bystander. She has been a driving force in many of the decisions that have pushed the Sussexes further away from the family. The Oprah interview, the Netflix series, and Harry's book Spare, each of these have been calculated moves to secure their financial future, but they have also caused irreparable damage to their relationship with the royal family. Andrews added that after the brickbats, truth bombs, and accusations during the Oprah interview, the Netflix series, and Harry's book Spare, Harry not only damaged his relationship with his older brother William but also pushed various members of the royal family to their breaking point. He has left behind old friends and trusted staff members, further isolating himself. It's clear that Harry is now fighting not just for his personal security but for his very place within the family. And yet, despite all of his efforts, it seems that King Charles is unwilling to make concessions. Perhaps the king realizes that enabling Harry's behavior would only further erode the monarchy's credibility. If Harry and Meghan are allowed to continue acting with impunity, the monarchy could lose its relevance in the eyes of the public. As for why King Charles waves off Harry's calls, Andrews believes it's not due to another falling out, but rather because Harry insists on discussing his ongoing battle for security. He's been fighting for 4 years in court to reinstate his royal security, believing that his father, the king, has the power to make it happen. But the monarchy cannot outright decide on royal security. It is a government-established system available only to senior, full-time working members of the royal family. Harry and his family no longer meet those criteria, and it seems that King Charles, despite his love for his son, cannot intervene. This must be an incredibly painful situation for the king, torn between his duty to the monarchy and his love for his family. But as the monarch, he must make difficult decisions that serve the greater good of the institution, even if that means making personal sacrifices. As the drama continues to unfold, it's clear that the royal family is facing one of the most challenging periods in its modern history. The question now is whether Harry and Meghan can ever repair their relationship with the monarchy or if the rift is irreparable. What we're witnessing is not just a family feud, it's a struggle for the future of the royal institution itself. With each passing day, the rift between Harry and the rest of the family deepens, and the stakes grow higher. If this continues, we could be looking at a monarchy that is no longer able to unite the country, a monarchy that has been torn apart by scandal and betrayal. With tensions running high, all eyes are on King Charles, whose leadership will be tested like never before. Will he continue to show patience and restraint, or will he finally take decisive action? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the royal family will never be the same. The question is whether this crisis will lead to a new chapter in the monarchy's history, or whether it will signal the beginning of its decline.